Awesome. Well, this is our last interview of the year, and I'm joined with Dave from Airbourne.
How you going?
You good?
Yeah, mate. Yep.
You've been over here for about 10 days or so now, and you've been touring.
In the UK part, yeah, we come over. Yeah, I'll be around 10 days or so. Yeah.
How's it been so far?
Yeah, good. Yeah, we started in Portsmouth. There's about 11 shows all up, so we've done about 7 or 8. I actually don't know how many, but yeah.
A fair few. You've done
a fair few.
So you did Hard Rock Hell as well, didn't you?
Yeah, Hard Rock Hell. That was good.
That?
Yeah, great.
I've seen the photos of it, man. It looks gnarly.
No, it was a good lineup of bands, and yeah, it was a bit of fun. All the shows have been great. You know, we had last night in Birmingham for a Monday night. You know, you don't know what to expect on certain days of the week because you know, people got to work the next day. But they've all been crazy. Everyone obviously knows what they're coming for. So yeah, they've been good.
Down and has a good party.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool, man. Last time we spoke with you was a download this year.
Yeah.
How was the rest of the summer for you? You had quite a busy itinerary.
Yeah, that was a busy run. It was all the festivals with a few headlines in between. Download was absolutely awesome. It was one of the biggest crowds we'd played to on the second stage at Download. But no, we finished that tour. It was a pretty quick one. It was just mainly festies, and then we were back home to Australia. And then back out to the States, we did that, and then home in between tours, and then back over here for this tour.
Blimey, what's next?
We're home after the end of this for Christmas, a bit over New Year's. Probably maybe some Aussie stuff. We might do a few shows back home. And then we're looking at hitting over here again for the festies next year.
Ideal.
Mid-year, yeah. With some more headlines in between. But we want to probably be over here well before, like around May, and then be over here for May, June, July, August for the whole window of the festivals, and then
the whole of Europe in one swoop.
Pretty much, and the UK as well. So we've got shows still getting approved now for next year. So we'll be all touring next year, yeah.
Ideal. It's been about half a year since the album's come out. How's it going in the band's kind of camp side of things?
Well, yeah, the album's been since it came out. All the reviews, most of the reviews I read were all really good, really positive.
Cool.
There's the odd one you get slagged off, but that's the world we live in.
Part of being in a band, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff out there, you've got to get judged on it.
No, the feedback's been really awesome. It's been the feedback we've wanted on the album for exactly what we were shooting for in making the album.
Yep.
So it's come out really well, and the songs have been going down great. They've been perceived really well with the crowd. So but it's a mixture of songs from the 3 albums, and
cool.
Yeah.
I was looking back, and it's actually 10 years of Airbourne this year, or towards the end of this year, isn't it, roughly?
Yeah. 10 years as a band, but Runnin' Wild came out in 2007. So
it's a bit far off to start celebrating properly, then, I guess.
Yeah, it hasn't been 10 years since since we've had with a label and manager and had the albums out there, but it's all gone very quick though, that's for sure. And
if you had to pick one gig out of your entire career so far that really stands out for you and said, I'm so proud I played that one, what would it be?
It's so tough. There's been a lot of shows like that, from supporting Iron Maiden and Motorhead to headlining Wacken in 2011.
It's a big festival as well.
Yeah, nighttime show. Well, it was kind of more of a co-headline. Judas Priest were
cool.
Like, people say you were the headlining band, but they were actually, it was more of a co-headline. We were the closing band after. I don't like to say we headlined over Judas Priest, but
not for a while yet, anyway.
But it was more like, we got to play. Didn't get to see him because it was during our warm up for the show and all that. But we closed the night off, and we had some pyrotechnics and all that. So it was a proper nighttime show in front of 80,000 people, and so that's one that sticks in my mind.
How'd you get prepared for something like that?
Just do our thing, Like we treat them all the same. Doesn't matter if we're playing like a pub to a big festival. It's just you just got more ground to cover on a bigger stage. That's all,
More running.
Yeah, I mean that was the end of a touring cycle of No Guts. So we were definitely match fit as a band. So we knew we were ready to go in and do that. So
you've had a few tracks now featured in WWE and NHL. Is that some sort of thing that you're all into those kind of sports, or is it just one of those things that's just happened?
Are you talking the games or the real sports?
Well, both as well.
Yeah,
machines are being used for like the idents and adverts, but they're also getting used in the games as well.
Yeah. WW, the wrestling's been using they use Stand Up for Rock and Roll, and so they've been using that for a while now. I guess it just suits the sport, and I'm not sure if NASCAR were using it, but we want to definitely try and get into NASCAR as well. But
Anything adrenaline kind of.
yeah, it just suits the
out.
music. So yeah, that's great, and especially for America as well. It's great advertising for us and getting it out there. And but EA Games, we've have a deal with them where they just chuck us on the games and it's kind of like modern day radio. Really, it's just everyone's a gamer these days. So people, that's how a lot of people have discovered us that way through the games.
Platform to go out on, I guess.
That's right.
So, iTunes and all that kind of.
Yeah, I mean we're all gamers ourselves as well, so it's good to play them. Yeah.
You touched on it just now. You have been going around the UK for the last week or so. Is there any UK bands that have caught your eye that you think, I want to check those guys out, or I've seen them live and need to see them again, kind of thing?
Two of the bands that are with us on this tour, The Treatment and Orange Goblin, awesome bands. It's the first time we've toured with these guys, and I just think it's a great bill. It's working really well together, and
Orange Goblin's a legendary. Aren't they, really?
Yep.
And the Treatment are up and
coming rock band. They got a good sound and cool riffs. So it's
Are you at the side of the stage rocking out for some of them?
I have been a couple of times. I need to get out there more towards the end as well, so to catch more of it. And before this, we had the Black Spiders out with us.
Oh, those guys
as well. Yeah. That's always we've always take the Black Spiders out. We had them in Europe, but they couldn't do the UK part as well. So, but then gave the opportunity for these guys to jump on as well. So,
what are you listening to on your iPod at the moment as you go around on tour?
At the moment, before shows, I've actually been listening to a bit of Jimmy Barnes actually, and Cold Chisel.
Okay.
Some old Aussie Australian greats.
Right.
Cold Chisel were kind of disbanded back in the early 80s, but I don't know if you've heard of Jimmy Barnes. Yeah, he's a big Australian kind of iconic singer really.
Okay.
He was the front man of Cold Chisel back in the day, but I've kind of been listening to some old Australian stuff like that. It's just
that's cool.
I swap around a lot. Before, on a previous tour, I was listening to Whitesnake live at Donington 1990.
Can't go wrong with
So
Whitesnake,
the voice of David Coverdale, you can't go wrong.
I saw them earlier this year and they're still cracking it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right. Yeah.
Proper,
I haven't seen them live yet, but
You haven't?
No.
Oh, right.
No.
Oh man, you've got to do that.
Yeah,
They don't
I've
do
never
a
had the
lot of
chance.
gigs, but when they do, they give it all their all.
Awesome.
But
Yeah.
I'd say probably one of the most entertaining live rock bands of that kind of age and genre.
And he's still got the pipes.
Yeah, I guess he
has his nights. And
when we saw him, he was on fire, but there were reports of some of them he's not quite on fire. But that's what you get for 30 odd years, I guess, in giving it what he does.
Well, it's lucky you got him on a good night then.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's pretty much it, man. It's been a pleasure again chatting with you.
Yeah, no, short and sweet, yeah.
Enjoy your Christmas and New Year, and hopefully we'll see you at a festival next year.
You will do, mate. Thanks very much.
Happy days, man. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers.